Well, did I make a mistake? I guess that's the question. I probably did. I'm not sure. I have two different buyers out here. I have a buyer buying large, noble trees for Christmas trees, and I have a buyer that's buying noble tree boughs for wreaths. The boughs doesn't pay very well. It doesn't pay very good, and the trees pay pretty well. So the trees are between $200 and $300 a piece, and they weren't able to take as many as they were planning because the noble tree bough buyers people got in here and limbed a bunch of trees that they weren't supposed to after I told them which trees they could and couldn't. So I kind of had suspicions that I shouldn't trust them, and I should have went with my gut. Now the thing is the trees that they limbed, they'll fill back in, they'll be good in a few years. They continue to be able to get boughs off of them also. Whereas if you cut them down for a Christmas tree like that, it's just gone. Now the noble tree bough buyer, he's going to come in and he's going to take all the remaining boughs that from these lower parts of the tree that the tree buyer left here. So there's quite a bit of remnants here that they can get boughs off of. So I kind of want to work with both people. And if I didn't have that bough buyer, then I would just have all this stuff going to waste, left over from the bigger trees. So we'll see how it goes. The other thing is I don't have a contract with either one of them. I don't have a written contract with either person. And the people I've dealt with so far have paid me, but I haven't been paid by these two people, these two most recent people. And so without having a written contract, which is probably pretty stupid on my part, I'm a little worried until I actually see the money come in. So I'm not so much worried about the tree buyer as I am about the noble bough buyer. So we'll see how that all goes. But there's a lot of boughs here. This is a really good bough right here. So hopefully they can come in and get a bunch of boughs, and hopefully they pay me. We'll see how it goes. And then I have to decide what I'm doing with this property in this area here. I had thoughts of building a shop right in here, but I may just replant this to new little nobles. And I'm not sure about these bigger ones. We may leave them for boughs. So this one right here has a double up at the top, so it's not good for a Christmas tree. That one's a double, so it's not good for a Christmas tree. That one, I thought, yeah, so they actually did what they're supposed to do on this one. They just trimmed a couple off of the lower branches, and they left the upper part alone. So, and it's got a double. It's not bad though. They could probably make a Christmas tree out of that with some trimming. We'll see how it goes. And then I see they got those nobles over there. I can see the boughs are trimmed, and this is all fine down here because I didn't want to cut any trees down from about this line across here. I wanted to leave this all full and grown up through here. And then if I build a shop down here, it'll be from here up, from over there to over here and uphill, and it's kind of a not too steep of an area, so I could bulldoze this and flatten it out, which I might do still. I'm not sure. There's another piece of property next to this property that's for sale that I may try to buy, and it's flat, and I would rather build a shop there. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how business goes. So I guess you get the idea. It's nice out here. It's just sprinkling a little bit. Birds are chirping. Can hear the creek running. So find my way over to the road. I'm not much for talking. I don't like hearing my voice on the videos. I'm trying to train myself to do it. We'll see how that goes. So there's a creek over here. It's got a really pretty healthy spring. And the animals come up in here and drink a lot. There's the spring there. I've seen bear and mountain lion tracks on this hill over here. Down in the mud I go. Back up. Like a tiger. Gotta learn to bounce. Except my hand's all muddy now. And this is all the gravel I had hauled in a few weeks ago, and we need to haul some more in. We got a little bit of a erosion issue right here. See if I can fall down again. Seems to be what I do lately. So there's a creek under here, and this is kind of washed out. So I'm going to get some road pack and dump down in here with the tractor and then pack it in to fill that in, because I don't want this road to blow out right here at all. I think the fire's taken off a little bit. I have a couple storage containers at the shop I want to move out here, and I was kind of planning on putting them right here, but it's kind of an eyesore if they're right here, so I don't know. I may put them back in there where those boulders are. Right there. There's two 20-footers at the shop. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'd have to haul a bunch more gravel in to do that. And then I've got all these totes with firewood. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Army surplus place in Boring. It used to be in Damascus. These are all the baskets that they had inside, that they had all the military surplus gear in for years. I don't know, they've been in business for 30 years, 40 years, something like that. And when I was a kid, I was going into the Damascus store buying stuff from them out of these baskets. And they just went out of business. Well, they didn't go out of business, they retired. The owner passed away, and I think the brother and the sister were still there, kind of closing up, and I bought all the baskets from them. So a bit of history there. But I've got all this wood. I need to get these baskets covered up with tarps or plastic and get the wood drying out. And I really want to put a shed in, like a carport shed, maybe right down there, or it could go right here, and then put all these totes under it. And then I need to pick up a bunch of wooden totes, probably from some of the fruit places that are getting rid of the old plywood totes, and I see a bunch of those for sale, so I'll probably use those for the rest of this stuff. I could get the ICB plastic tote metal cages, use those too. We'll see what I find the better deal on. I'm all muddy now. So, see how this is doing. It'll probably take off eventually once it dries out more. Well, better get up there and service the excavator. Talk to you guys later. Bye.